one of them into play because something looks different about them. So he continues to use the same one. Does that sound plausible to you?
No, it doesn't. Why would he? Why would he even need the backups except for this reason, to sell at auction? Scotty's not improving on it. I've heard the same thing you have, but why does he need 3 or 4 backups?
The distance to the pin is 382.1 yards.
I mean, if you're going to change putters, you're not going to change to something that looks just like it. That'd be like marrying your ex-wife's twin sister. That doesn't make any sense.
Ready.
I got to think about that for a second. Maybe this is not a good time for that. So,
I mean, does your wife have a twin sister? I didn't think so.
No, she does not.
Okay.
Moving on. So I haven't really thought about it in those terms. I thought of it, maybe this putter gets broken. He's had success with it. Maybe the head snaps. Maybe maybe that happens accidentally. Maybe it didn't. Maybe not so accidentally. Don't imagine it's going to get lost in travel. Maybe it gets stolen. I don't know.
House fire is the most likely way. I mean, that's
okay.
Yeah, Tigers clubs don't get messed with.
I would think not, but now that putter's got to have a bullseye on it. But either way, these backups were being made before it got to 14 major championships. These backups were being made probably before he got to 1.
Yards.
But certainly when you get to 2 or 3, one wins with it. He gets it 99. He won his second major championship at the PGA Championship in 1999, and obviously they went on a tear in 2000, and it was all with this putter. So the backup putter, which is at least stamped like his actual putter, $154,000.
Crazy.
Ready.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that it was worth, 25, 30 maybe. But what does that make the real one worth?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the real one. And Tiger's been asked that question, and he didn't put a price on it. There's not. It's not going to be sold.
Ready.
Yeah, he doesn't need the money, but
right.
I mean, eventually, everything gets sold eventually. I mean, and is that the most valuable thing that he has? In terms of
the distance to the pin is 11 feet.
Just in your head. This is not for being answered out loud, because you wouldn't want it to be asked about your kids. What would Sam or Charlie have to do wrong in their lifetimes to where that putter would have to be sold? It would have to be one of their kids' lifetimes. I mean, they're not going to have money issues.
No.
How would this putter ever have to be sold?
Make room for new stuff? I don't know. I would imagine it'll be in a museum at some point in time.
A museum is a good destination for it.
He is going in the World Golf Hall of Fame whenever they have another ceremony.
This putter ain't going in the Hall of Fame.
Well, it'll go in eventually.
The distance to the pin is 351 yards.
Okay.
No, give him a back.
Ready.
Did Calamity Jane go into the Hall of Fame?
That's a good question. I don't know. Here's how I can help. All right, I can help with this Hall of Fame situation. If there's 3 or 4 other backups floating around.
I think there's a whole lot more than that. That's why I was shocked at the price.
Yeah. The one that says last year that it sold for $90,000. At least the picture that I saw of it, it wasn't stamped right. So I'm not going to say it's a fake. Maybe I just saw a bad picture.
The distance to the pin is 108 yards.
To the one he has.
What difference does it make? If Tiger says it's a backup, it's a backup.
It's not a backup.
By definition. If Tiger says it's a backup, by definition it's a backup. You need Tiger's authentication. Nothing else matters.
I don't think they had it. Here's what I volunteer to do.
Ready.
All right, my hand is up. Because you just uncovered an actual dilemma.
Ready.
The Hall of Fame's going to want the one that won 14 majors. But you and I both know the one that won 14 majors looks used. The backups don't look used.
Of course not. He never took them out of the box.
So I volunteer for the next few years to use one of the backups, and then we just pretend that it's that one, and I'll give it back to the Hall of Fame.
The distance to the pin is 26 feet.
You're the wrong guy for the job.
Ready.
Why is that?
Because you're going to put a head cover on the damn thing. It's never going to get beaten up enough. Let me have it for a month or 2.
You only need it for a month or 2.
Yeah.
Ready.
You need a head cover? It's made out of metal, for God's sake. Head cover's the biggest waste of money in golf.
He uses a head cover, just apparently not all the time.
He's Tiger. He can do whatever he wants to.
Yeah.
I'm not picking on him. I'm picking on you.
I understand. I will happily use the backup putter and enough to make it look like it can go.
The distance to the pin is 148.1 yards.
Well, I mean, I guess we're guessing about the rest of Tiger's career. I haven't seen on those occasions when Ben Crenshaw plays. Is he putting with the same putter he's always putted with?
Yeah, I don't know. How would we know?
Ready.
I mean, that the 8802 that he had, I don't know that there were any distinguishing marks on it.
Well, no. My point is has he changed styles? Again, you don't switch putters to the same putter. That's the point about marrying your ex-wife's twin sister.
The distance to the pin is 21 feet.
You don't switch putters to the same putter.
Bob Jones told us that there were a couple of Calamity Janes. He broke Calamity Jane.
That was back when that could happen very easily. You could break them by leaning on them. They had wooden shafts in them and a wooden head, and the glue was bad. I mean, it's not like when you broke one, you could run over to old Tom's golf shop and get it, mended in an hour.
Not in an hour. Old Tom did have I think he had a golf shop though.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can get some gutted perches there too. But no, I just like I said, I think that when you switch, you switch, you and then you go back. But I mean, look at Phil's the only one I've ever seen use something similar to Old Faithful.
The distance to the pin is 468.6 yards.
He's got the Odyssey 8802 looking putter with the insert in it that comes out on occasion. Of course, Phil uses a whole barrage of putters. You never know what he's going to show up with. And of course, there's a method to the madness based on where he's playing, the type of grass, the speed, all that stuff. But I'm not convinced.
Yeah. All right, we're running out of time.
Sure.
The opening bid on that putter was $1,000.
The distance to the pin is
sold for
256.1 yards.
The opening bid was $1.
We got to get this country back to work. That's all I can think of with that.
It's K-Trick and McGinnis on tap, and we are back right after this.
The Hero World Challenge is coming to SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio in December.
Concert halls and stages around the country may be dark, but with SiriusXM, you can still experience the thrill of the theater with On Broadway, Channel 72. Orchestral Magic on Symphony Hall, Channel 76. Or the awe-inspiring voices of the Metropolitan Opera on Channel 75. And you can enjoy it all from home with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or however you stream in the house.
Individual rates, coverage offerings, and savings may vary. Subject to terms and conditions. Not available in all areas. If you're a small business owner, things may have gotten tougher lately. You're probably looking for savings wherever you can find them. So you may be surprised to hear that most small businesses overpay for workers' compensation insurance. Many insurance companies just aren't set up to give small businesses the savings they deserve. But Pi Insurance was created to change that. We serve small businesses exclusively, and we can save you up to 30%. You owe it to yourself to find out if you're overpaying. Just get a quote right from your computer or smartphone at saveonpi.com. Pi Insurance is a no-brainer with our simple online experience and outstanding service. We are rated excellent on Trustpilot by our customers, who tell us Pi is fast, affordable, and easy to work with. As easy as pie, in fact. Savings matter now more than ever. Isn't it worth taking 3 minutes to find out if you're overpaying for workers' comp? Ask your insurance agent for Pi Insurance or get a quote today at saveonpi.com. That's saveonpie.com.
How do you choose the smart home and security system that's right for your family? The answer is Alarm.com. A fully integrated system so all your smart home and security devices work together. Like smart locks, smart lights, doorbell cameras, video cameras, and more. And with advanced artificial intelligence technology, Alarm.com creates a smarter, safer home yards. All controlled from one single app. Alarm.com, the right choice for your family.
Ready.
Hey, guy who always hits it right. Here's the truth.
Ready.
You don't need to change your swing to get more distance.
You just need the Callaway Big Bertha B21 to help straighten out the distance you already have. The new Big Bertha driver is built to reduce side spin and straighten out your drives. And the irons are so forgiving you can practically hit them anywhere on the face and the ball just launches.
The distance to the pin is 146.1 yards.
Unlock your inner distance today at CallawayGolf.com/Big Bertha.
This fall, never miss a second with PGA Tour Live. How about it? Non-stop action of the world's best. All season long.
No way.
Early round coverage that can't be seen anywhere else.
Are you kidding me?
Wow. Don't miss a moment.
That's making it happen.
Ready.
A new fall season is here. Subscribe at PGATourLive.com today.
The distance to the pin is 77 feet.
With the stunning conclusion of the program.
Caterham, get us on tap.
Ready.
We wind things down here. Dave Marr coming up next. Dave Marr played some golf with John Albanese over the weekend.
There you go. That's something that I have not done yet. I played with Dave Marr. I have not played with John Albanese.
John
the
Albanese
distance
came
to the pin is 54 feet.
Yeah, I didn't play with him.
Okay.
Did you?
I'm sure I did. Yes. I wouldn't have missed that for the world.
You don't remember it, though.
It was very memorable. I remember that 6-iron that he hit on that one hole with the thing. It was awesome.
Did he win the Viewers' Cup with a net birdie on the last hole of a U.S. Open course? Did he take money out of your pocket when he did so? You hosted him at said U.S. Open course. So rude.
He almost assuredly would have gotten the shot on the last hole of a course that hosted a PGA championship, but I doubt that he made any net birdies. So that's what happened. He beat you on the last hole?
Jeff Warren would like to say that his
distance to
team
the pin is
won,
206 yards.
Because of John Albanese for net 3, Corey Pavin-like Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. I mean,
Forwood. He hit the Forwood up there.
Maybe it didn't have the ball flight of Corey. I'm getting a little 5. He said it was the 5. Corey was a little further out, or doesn't hit it as far as John, but it was the 5 is what John's saying right now.
Uh-huh. Well, that's awesome. You're such a for him, and you had to pay up.
Dug in deep. That's right. So the last time he ever played Shinnecock was that day. That's the last time he's ever going to play.
The distance to the pin is 32.8 yards.
Oh, that's awesome. Can't wait to hear about that. Who do you got coming up on the show today?
Well, actually, it's just going to be chatting a little bit about what's gone on this past weekend. Might hassle Johnny Albanese a little bit. May get a call in from a past champion from Sanderson Farms, or just chat about him. Ed Doherty, one of my favorite guys in the game.
Oh, I love that guy. Awesome. Dave, we can't wait. Thank you so much. Johnny, did you see John Catlin won again?
I did.
American on the European
Hats off to him.
Yeah.
Ready.
He better watch who he is going to dinner with now. He is a force over there. They'll get him thrown off that tour again. Cal Patel and Tim Jones produce. Dave Mars coming up next.
Hey, this is Greg McElroy, host of The First Team on ESPNU Radio. Join Danny Cannell and myself weekdays from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern as we bring you passion.
Football's always good.
Energy.
He's incredible.
And information about the game you love.
Everybody has one goal: to stomp your opponent.
So whether you're a Gator chomping in the swamp or dotting the I in Columbus, if you're a college football addict like we are, then you can be a part of The First Team.
Weekdays at 7 a.m.
The
Eastern.
distance to the
ESPNU
pin is 14
Radio,
feet and
Sirius
4
XM,
inches.
Channel 84.
It's just a glorious day, dude.
It feels so good right now.
Golfers are feeling good right now.
Ready.
Especially those wearing Kent Wool golf socks. Kent Wool socks are tour proven and made in the USA. Merino wool keeps your feet cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And XM listeners can save 15% with the code ONTAP. So feel good. Visit KentWool.com today.
This
This is not an offering to sell a franchise. Franchise offerings are made through the franchise disclosure document. Ask for details. Do you have a high-stress corporate job? Are you tired of working for other people? Do you want to invest in a business that makes a positive impact in your community? Express Employment Professionals is looking for franchise owners in your area to transform people's lives. With an Express franchise, you are a hands-on leader and relationship builder in a recession-resilient industry. It's a great way to benefit your community by helping people find jobs and helping local companies find employees. As Entrepreneur Magazine's #1 staffing franchise for 9 years running, we average $6 million in annual sales and have a proven track record of helping franchise owners create businesses that thrive. You'll get all the training and ongoing support you need from industry experts. Now is the time to own an Express staffing franchise. To find out more, go to expressfranchising.com. That's expressfranchising.com.
The distance to the pin is 331.9 yards.
Hi there, Sir Nick here. We all love comfortable and good-looking golf shoes. But what if changing your brand could actually help your golf game? These shoes are designed with the latest performance technology and engineered to give you increased balance and stability. You'll hit it squarer, sweeter, straighter, and longer. Just go to squares.com right now to find out more.
Go to squairz.com. Use code SXM for $20 off.
Tomorrow brings a brand new day. For your business, for your family, for the promise of new financial opportunity.
The distance
for
to
over
the pin is
143.9
yards.
Potential into financial strength. With the tools, expertise, and agility to bank like your best days are ahead. That's tomorrow thinking. Empowering you to bank like you. Learn more at CIT.com. Member FDIC.
Ready.
Do you suffer from lower back pain, knee pain, foot pain, plantar fasciitis, arthritis, fallen arches, or neuropathy? Do you? If yes, just stop and write this magic word, G-Defy. G-D-E-F-Y. What is G-Defy? G-Defy is the footwear designed by Gravity Defier Medical
to the pin is 41
with the worldwide patented VersoShock sole. Their shoes are clinically proven to relieve pain by a double-blind clinical study conducted by Oliveview UCLA Medical Center. Oh, you didn't know? Well, now you do. You can try a pair free for 30 days with free corrective fit orthotic inserts. If you're not satisfied, just return the shoes for a full refund and keep the orthotics as a gift. Did you write it down? G-D-E-F-Y. Put an end to suffering. Find us at The Walking Company or visit gdefy.com/radio. That's gdefy.com/radio. You have nothing to lose but your pain.
Place your bets. Hitting the Green with Sobel and the Caddy airs exclusively on Sirius XM PGA Tour Radio, Sirius 208 and XM 92.
The Sanderson Farms Championship is on.
The distance
Sirius
to the pin
XM
is
PGA
404
Tour
yards.
To the bottom it goes.
Ready.
Sebastian Munoz is a winner of the Sanderson Farms Championship.
Play-by-play starts Thursday afternoon at 1 Eastern.
Sebastian, congratulations.
Ready.
That's Carlos giving you a big hug. What does it mean to have the friend here to celebrate your first ever PGA Tour win?
Man, it's such a treat.
Sirius 208, XM 92, and at home with Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, or however you stream in the house.
It's time for David Marr to bring you on a journey around the world of golf via conversations with legends of the game.
Your dad for a long
the distance
time.
to the pin is 134.2 yards.
He was captain of, I think, probably the best Ryder Cup team we ever had.
That was always on my to-do list, was to win a U.S. Open.
And the latest news and information from the PGA Tour and beyond. It's the David Marr Show.
Good evening. Welcome to the program. Just past 7 p.m. here on the East Coast. And what a weekend it was. 2 tours on hiatus. They'll be back. The LPGA Tour and PGA Tour champions had the Korn Ferry Tour, PGA Tour, and the European Tour all in action this past weekend. Had 3 great winners coming through this past weekend as well. It was a good week for the game of golf because some people who needed victories ended up getting them. And another top 10 from young Will Zalatoris.
The distance to the pin is 35 feet.
He's trying to earn his way onto the PGA Tour without going to Q School. Very, very hard thing to do. But the PGA Tour saw Hudson Swafford He recovered to win that Corrales Punta Cana Resort and Club Championship. It was his second PGA Tour win. And how about losing the lead after doubling 13? You bogey 15, but birdie 17 to pull ahead. Then you get a clutch par save of the 18th.
The device is not
he beat
connected.
Tyler McCumber by a single shot. Again, his second PGA Tour win. Speaking of second wins, how about John Catlin?
The device
again
is
on the
connected.
European Tour, the Dubai Duty-Free Irish Open. 2 Hall of Fame members are the only 2 Americans ever to win that event. Last one was 43 years ago. Ben Crenshaw, our colleague here on Sirius XM, and Hubert Green, one of the toughest competitors in the history of the game. Both won the Irish Open, and now Catlin has 2 European Tour wins in less than a month after winning in Valderrama earlier this month. Now, going over and playing on the European Tour,
the distance to the pin is 370 yards.
How to compete at the highest level, and also learn how to win. So watch out for John Catlin down the road, something that Brett Brooks Koepka did. So many other players have gone over and done. I know that Mark Lai talked about how important it was for his career to go on over and play on the European Tour and just get a sense of how good he was against some of the world's best. Jared Goff won his second Korn Ferry Tour title of the season. And when I say the season, again, this season is a combined super season.
The distance to the pin is 103 yards.
Wichita's youth. But again, his second win on the Korn Ferry Tour puts him just 1 win away from instantaneous promotion to the PGA Tour. Those 3 were big wins for those players. Again, second wins on each of the tours for each of them. But not the biggest win of the weekend. The biggest win of the weekend actually happened off of tour play. We have a caller calling in right now to help me with the recollection of what it is I'm about to go through. And caller, am I right or am I wrong? Was this man laying in the weeds all day long until the final hole, Tiger-like, more like
the distance to the pin
Corey
is 40
Pavin-like,
feet.
coming up on the final hole at Shinnecock Hills Golf Club, throwing a 4-net 3, your teammate taking down me and my teammate. This is John Albany, my producer I'm talking about here. So if we get cut to dead air, you'll know why. For me ragging on a guy sandbagging the entire day.
The
and
distance
Jeff
to the
Warren,
pin is 30 feet.
Did you know when he picked him as your partner, he was going to come up on the 18th and rip my heart out?
Well, first of all, I do not understand why you didn't lead with this story. It was the biggest thing in golf this weekend. But
huge.
I do
the
want to
distance to
mention
the pin
that
is 14 feet and 4 inches.
Foreboding. There were some hints and signs of life because he did make eagle on the shortest par 5 in America when he made 3 on number 11 at Shinnecock, which is a pretty impressive thing to do. Now, unfortunately, he didn't need that because his partner made it 2. But
and his partner was again
big on 18. Because what you didn't mention is that both you and your partner made gross pars on 18.
The distance to the pin
and
is
then
6
he
feet
stepped
and
up
11 inches.
And made that 4 for 3, hitting a beautiful driver in a fairway wood. And more importantly, 2-putted from pin high left at Shinnecock. And anybody that knows that green knows how difficult with about 15 feet of left to right break. He nearly made the birdie putt and then made about an 8-footer straight up the hill. Although there